The eve of battle. The 1-8 have bitter experience of the Middle East. They lost 220 men to a Beirut truck bomb in 1983. But now they're about to fight the decisive engagement of post-war Iraq, and everyone knows it.
Hey, Double Dogs, how you doing? How you doing, soldiers? How you doing, sailors? Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is a whole can of whoop butt, all combined, okay? And I'm going to tell you one thing. It is an honor for me to be able to serve with each and every one of you hard chargers. I mean, I look out here, and it's no difference than when we took the damn war over in Korea. We took it during World War II. We raised the flag at Iwo Jima. It's no difference. You know, Marine soldiers, sailors are the same. And I'm going to tell you, y'all in the process of making history. And I am very proud of you. And I have no doubt you're going to go in there and you're going to do what you always have done. Kick some butt, all right?
Yes, sir. The key link-up that's going to happen during this phase is we're going to link up...
Kicking butt is the job of the 1-8 commander, Colonel Brandle. He's watching the final run-through of the battle plan. His Marines will fight their way into the city on foot. They'll control a single road to the centre. Once there, they'll be surrounded. Insert the grunts, as they're called, draw fire, kill anything pointing a weapon at you. It's the Marine way. But Colonel Brandle's under immense stress. Hundreds of lives are in his hands.
There's nothing out there that will defeat us, okay? What our Marines, sailors, soldiers, and the Iraqi forces that we have with us have going for them is what's not only up here, but what's in here. All right, this is a right fight. This is a good fight for us, and we're going to win it. And we're going to do it with professionalism and with honor.
Amazing grace. The Marines are thinking intensely about what they'll have to do. The military chaplains have had to answer some questions about the 6th commandment, thou shalt not kill. It's not that people doubt. There is here certainty, almost unanimity, about the justice of the cause, the rightness of going into Fallujah.
The body of Christ. Marines are agents of wrath to bring justice on wrongdoers or evildoers. And that's what Marines are doing. They're bringing the wrath of a just government against an unjust group of individuals, terrorists.
An M1A1 Abrams tank certainly looks like the wrath of God. With all this firepower, how will the Marines avoid killing civilians?
Ceasefire! We have friendlies on the building! Ceasefire!
Their training certainly seems to concentrate single-mindedly on killing the enemy. The Marines are hoping for an open battlefield. They believe most people have fled. Still, I asked some of the young officers, what about the innocents who remain?
You really try to inform them via all the means available to let them know that they need to leave town. So that you do your best to keep collateral damage to a minimum. And if they choose to stay, then honestly some people just have to, I guess, assume responsibility for their own actions. If they already know it's coming.
And by no means do we want to hurt a woman or a child. And we're here to protect them, we're here to keep them safe, and we're here to turn over Fallujah back to them. It's just shoot the bad guys and take care of the civilians.
I reconcile that with my own conscience because if it's not done this month or next month, the longer this fighting drags on, the more casualties there are going to be.
On the eve of this battle, the Marines know they're leaving behind the complexities of peacekeeping and nation building. This is a frontal assault on a major city, the kind of fight they like.
You got to remember, gents, that this enemy does not like to show his face. And a lot of the Marines that I've had wounded and killed over the past 5 months have been by a faceless enemy. And again, like I said, the enemy has got a face. He's called Satan, and he's in Fallujah. And we're going to destroy him.
The waiting is finally over. The guerrillas' traditional advantage, cover of darkness, is nullified by the Marines' night vision. These exchanges answer one question: The insurgents won't run. The Marines will have to fight every step of the way into Fallujah. Alpha Company are heading for the centre of the city. So far, no serious opposition. The Marines wait for a tank to blow a hole in the wall of the police compound, and then they're in. They don't want to go in using the obvious entrances, as these could be booby-trapped. They have to quickly strengthen this position before the city wakes. They've been inserted right in the middle of the insurgents. So after the sun rises, the Marines find themselves under attack from all sides. There's a sniper in this minaret just 100 metres away. Threat from those mosques directly ahead.
We're taking fire from the mosques directly south of us.
The ones we can see, yeah?
The big one right there. Can you ever identify?
The one on the right, that's where we're taking fire from.
If you find due south,
Okay, Aaron, Reed.
Colonel Brandle arrives. His almost deliberate insouciance steadies everyone's nerves. He decides to call in an airstrike.
Can we get air on that?
We got second platoon engaged. First platoon apparently has no eyes on and can't come us.
On Brandle's order, tanks move in.
Eyes on.
The Marines say they have to hit back when the holy sites are used by snipers. Fallujah is known as the City of Mosques. There are more than 130 here. Many were being used by the insurgents. But these images will cause outrage across the Arab world. The Marines break out to the next building. It's got the tallest rooftop, but not taller than 2 minarets with snipers. A glimpse of Fallujah's terrified civilians. The military interpreter calls out to them to run. The last man through this doorway was shot dead. Some have accused the Marines of deliberately killing civilians, but here they tried to save them. Some risked themselves. The Marines are now taking heavy, sustained sniper and automatic to this building. It began when Marines on the roof saw a group of Iraqis trying to surrender. As soon as they stood up after seeing the white flag, that's when the firing began. In other words, the Marines say it was a trick by the insurgents. The front line's now between this tower block and the next. In the face of the onslaught, the rebels stayed in this building. They were literally suicidally brave. This is what the coalition's up against.
Right there. See him, gun? Yep.
The battle, a few hours old, the Americans said they'd already killed hundreds of insurgents. It wasn't hard to believe.
We've got the enemy right where we want him. He's coming to us, and we're killing him.
I understand you've had some Marines wounded.
Yes, we have.
What happened?
The enemy was shooting, and they were in the way.
Roger, LAD.
Day 2. Alpha Company push out to find and kill the main body of the guerrillas. We follow in an armoured vehicle. They cross the main road into the south of Fallujah. The insurgents are here, but where? For a conventional army, this is the worst kind of fighting. They go down a narrow road. There's small arms fire from one side, rocket-propelled grenades from the other. The Marines don't fire until they see a gunman.
That was incoming! Incoming! Taking fire over there. Somebody's moving to the right. We're taking fire from over there, but we don't see anybody yet. We don't have any pilots in ID, so we're not going to open fire.
Then they let loose with everything they've got.
Hey, over the up, dickhead!
Outside, 2 men have been hit by a grenade. One had a severed artery in his leg.
I'm fine, man. God damn.
He almost died, but in the end, both survived. 51 Americans have been killed and 500 injured in this battle, almost a quarter from the 1/8. It's the coalition's most bloody engagement in Iraq. We return to find the base under attack. The Marines have taken to calling it Fort Apache. The insurgents keep coming back.
I'm trying to get to the BBC office in that building. Is there a safe way over? Where's the sniper fire coming in?
The lesson for these Marines, taking a city isn't enough. You have to occupy every square inch. So next morning, Charlie Company goes sniper hunting. They rush the mosque, which has been the source of the most accurate fire. This takes a whole company, 150 Marines, to deal with one sniper. That's why 160,000 coalition troops are tied down in Iraq. When they get inside, it's empty. The owner of this Kalashnikov is long gone. Then outside, the Marines come under sniper fire from next door. The insurgents have simply moved.
As soon as first platoon has the mosque, we're going to attack to see if the building we took fire from.
Here you go, sir.
Good to go?
Good to go.
The Marines go in, but once again, the insurgents have gone. The Marines attack, the insurgents slip away. This will be the pattern in Fallujah, probably in the rest of Iraq too. All they find here are the empty homes of Fallujah's unfortunate civilians. It's clear most of the city has fled. Most, but not all. These pictures from an Iraqi cameraman are said to show the bodies of civilians. No one knows yet how many non-combatants died in Fallujah. Even so, the death toll is almost certainly less than the 3,000 claimed by some Muslim clerics. In one sense, the true figure doesn't matter. The coalition is struggling against the perception in the Arab world that genocide was carried out in Fallujah. By now, the Marines have been on their feet for 7 days and nights. It's the most sustained period of intense urban fighting since Vietnam. Well, it's now 24 hours since the Iraqi government declared mission accomplished, but as you can see, Alpha Company here are still in the thick of it. There is, though, only about 500 metres left behind Fallujah. After that, it's desert. So the insurgents that are left, they're the real diehards. They know they've got nowhere else to go. These are some of the toughest and most experienced of the insurgents, and the Marines are expecting this last 500 metres of the fight to be extremely tough.
We came in here to reduce this enemy sanctuary. We're doing that. We're crushing his back one vertebrae at a time, and he's trying to take advantage of any opportunity he can get. We're not giving it to him.
Alpha Company go out to examine the positions just yards away, used to attack them every night. These insurgents died in those attacks, killed by Marine snipers. Yesterday, this platoon's machine gunner was killed in one of these houses.
Don't pick shit up. Don't pick nothing up. Don't touch shit.
After a lengthy gun battle, the Marines found 3 other bodies, all with weapons. They included a boy, maybe 10 years old. The whole platoon is deeply upset by this incident. The battlefield is now shrinking. The fighting is, in that famous phrase, house to house. There's nothing here, but next door, the Marines run into trouble. Inside, a man's just thrown a hand grenade. There's panic. Where's it coming from? No one's sure.
When I went in there, I saw a bunker, and there was a guy sleeping. I shot him, and as soon as I shot him, a frag was thrown at us. So we threw 2 frags in there. When it set off, we went in there, and there was smoke in the whole room. We couldn't see. And as the smoke started clearing, I heard something drop. And I asked the guys, I was like, I think it's a frag. They said, we don't know. And then it just exploded I was back about 10 meters, so it only got a little bit in my face and in my leg.
Rockets are fired at the house. This is overwhelming firepower. Then a squad goes in from the roof. They've just called for those inside to surrender, to come out with their hands up. No response.
Drag out! Get back, get back.
After the rockets, everyone assumes the insurgents are already dead.
Got another grenade.
Yeah, you got one?
But another grenade's just been thrown inside. The insurgents are still alive, still fighting.
He's gone.
How you know? He was laying.
Because he was fucking laying right there. He's not there no more.
He was laying up on
I shot him like 5 times when I came back in the second time. Hey, y'all ain't see nothing coming out here? The motherfucker ain't there no more.
Then they hear them.
Back me up.
These might be last desperate cries, or it could be a sign the house is about to blow up.
Come out! Come out!
Watch your right. Me and Meadows going left.
Oh, shoot it
The
again.
Marines move quickly but carefully down through next door. The rocket-propelled grenade in the corner shows the insurgents have been here too. No one takes any chances. Then the whole squad makes a run for it, fearing the house is about to come down about their ears. So instead, heavy guns are brought in to bury the rebels.
They still threw a hand grenade at us. We had boxes of stuff in there, and the things that they were chanting in Arabic led us to believe that the house was booby-trapped.
The Marines won't have to storm the house again. Insurgents are dead. But how many more will step forward to take their place?
I think it is a turning point. The reason I say that is with the fall of Fallujah, the insurgents no longer have a sanctuary. They have been able to, in the past, come to Fallujah, refit, rearm, rest, and then launch attacks from this location. We've taken that away.
Outside, another minaret, another sniper, another battle. This is the trap the coalition's fallen into in Iraq. You can't beat an insurgency without the support of the local population. But in fighting the insurgency, you have to do things which forfeit that support.